Little news update from the great state of Minnesota, don't you know? Now, Keith Ellison, the lock to win the 5th District election, he's the 5th District congressman. Democrats in that district, it's a lifetime appointment. If you've got the Democratic nomination, you're going to Congress. And also, that helps carry the state of Minnesota. Keith Ellison, the congressman, has decided that he's going to run for attorney general because the Democratic attorney general has decided that she's going to run for governor. That means there's a primary coming up. Now, Keith Ellison may end up the Democratic candidate for attorney general. And we don't know who is going to be the Democratic candidate for the 5th District. The 5th District normally gives the Democrats somewhere around a 100,000 vote lead in statewide elections. So the question is, and I don't know why Keith's doing this because he had a lifetime appointment, really. He barely had to show up for the election. He was going to get elected. But the state attorney general, that's going to be a little bit harder for him. But that being said, you've got to figure out where the Democrats pick up the lost votes with Keith being gone. I think the calculation for Keith is that just the D makes you turns people out. So whether he's on the 5th District ticket or not, they're still going to have that many Democratic votes. We'll see if that happens. It may be true. He may know the district better than I do, but I think his decision to go after the state attorney general jeopardizes the huge lead that they get out of the 5th District, which is Hennepin County / Minneapolis, for those of you not from Minnesota. Basically, the Democrats get so many votes out of Minneapolis, they can generally carry the state off the weight of that vote. But without an incumbent Democrat on that ticket, they could lose some votes, which could cost them the state. In addition, I think I have an idea that a state senator is probably going to be the endorsed Democratic candidate. That's fine, but he's not as well known, and it's going to be very interesting. So you took what was kind of a bedrock of the Democratic base in Minneapolis, which helped carry the state, and you kind of threw that card in the pot to see what happened. We'll see. Maybe the Democrats carry Minnesota, but I think one of the bedmarks of the Democratic strategy is now in jeopardy because Keith Ellison went for attorney general, which seems like a much harder job than being a congressman. But what do I know? I've never been a congressman. So that's the update. I think the state of Minnesota is more likely to go red than it was prior to the switch. And it is possible that Keith Ellison may lose the attorney general nomination, run for his seat without the D next to his name, which would really complicate things, but there's a lot of crazy things going on in Minnesota politics. The attorney general was Lynn Swanson was going to get reelected, in my opinion, and she was going to help statewide just because she's always been there. She hasn't done much of anything to get noticed, which generally means if you don't do anything to get noticed, you get reelected. But she is going for governor. She's going into a 3-way primary for governor and giving up the attorney generalship, which, once again, you've got a safe seat. You've got a safe check. Why do you want to mess it up? But right now there's a lot of Democrats playing musical chairs and a lot of Republicans trying to get in there and playing with them. I'm Tim. It looks like to me the state of Minnesota is far more in play than it was before. You only have one incumbent Democrat on the statewide ticket, and that's Amy Klobuchar. You also have the one incumbent Democrat that she needs to win the state has switched seats. Very interesting. For the Republicans, this is a huge opportunity. For the Democrats, I'd be nervous just because you had things locked up and now you've unlocked the door. I would be concerned. I'm Tim with Tim's TV. That is the media and political update for the state of Minnesota on June 7th. 2018. Hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends whether you love me, whether you hate me. Tell everyone about me because I'm right, they're wrong, and I just told you why.